U.S. Navy's fiscal year 2026 destroyer program represents a major evolution in how modern naval warfare is approached, and this new class of destroyer is not just an incremental upgrade, it's a carefully engineered response to the rapidly changing threats of the 21st century. To understand why this ship matters so much, you have to look at the bigger picture. Today's naval battlefield is no longer just about ships firing at each other over the horizon. It's about missiles traveling at hypersonic speeds, stealth aircraft that are hard to detect, submarines operating silently in deep waters, and even cyber and electronic warfare that can disable systems without firing a shot. This destroyer is designed to handle all of that, and more, in a single, highly capable platform. When you first look at the ship, one of the most noticeable things is its design philosophy. The hull and superstructure are built with stealth in mind, meaning the ship is shaped in a way that reduces how much radar signal it reflects back to an enemy. Instead of flat vertical surfaces like older ships, this destroyer uses angled panels and smooth transitions between structures to scatter radar waves. This significantly reduces its radar cross-section, making it appear much smaller on enemy radar systems, or in some cases, making it difficult to detect at all. The materials used in construction also play a role here, with radar-absorbent coatings and composites helping to further minimize detection. This stealth advantage allows the ship to get closer to potential threats before being noticed, which can be a game-changer in combat scenarios. The ship's size and displacement are also worth mentioning. While exact numbers may vary depending on the final design, this destroyer is expected to be larger than traditional destroyers like the Arleigh-Burke-class destroyer, potentially approaching the size and capabilities of a cruiser. This increase in size allows for more onboard systems, additional weapons, and greater fuel capacity, all of which contribute to longer deployment times and increased mission flexibility. Despite its larger size, the ship is designed to remain agile, with advanced hull shaping and propulsion ensuring that it can maneuver effectively in both open ocean and more confined waters. Speaking of propulsion, this is where things get particularly advanced. The destroyer is expected to feature an integrated power system, a technology that represents a shift away from traditional mechanical propulsion. In older ships, engines are directly connected to propellers, and separate generators provide electricity for onboard systems. In this new system, engines generate electricity that is then distributed throughout the ship, powering everything from propulsion motors to radar systems and weapons. This setup offers several advantages. First, it provides tremendous flexibility in how power is used. If a high-energy weapon like a laser needs extra power, the system can allocate it instantly. Second, it improves efficiency, as the ship can operate engines at optimal performance levels rather than constantly adjusting them for different needs. And third, it reduces noise, which is crucial for avoiding detection by enemy submarines. Performance-wise, this destroyer is built to be both fast and enduring. With speeds exceeding 30 knots, it can quickly respond to threats or reposition itself within a task force. But speed is only part of the story. The ship's range is equally important, allowing it to operate far from home ports for extended periods. This is especially critical in regions like the Indo-Pacific, where distances between bases can be vast. The ship is also equipped with advanced stabilization systems, ensuring smooth operation even in rough sea conditions. This not only improves crew comfort but also ensures that weapons and sensors can function accurately in challenging environments. Now, let's talk about the ship's sensor and detection systems, which are essentially its eyes and ears. At the heart of this is a next-generation radar system, likely an evolution of the AN/SPY-6 radar. This radar uses active electronically scanned array (AESA) technology, which allows it to track hundreds of targets simultaneously with incredible precision. Whether it's detecting incoming missiles, tracking enemy aircraft, or monitoring surface vessels, this radar provides the ship with a comprehensive view of its surroundings. It's also highly resistant to electronic interference, making it reliable even in environments where enemies are actively trying to jam or deceive it. In addition to radar, the destroyer is equipped with advanced sonar systems for detecting submarines. These include both hull-mounted sonar and towed array systems, which can listen for faint acoustic signatures over long distances. Anti-submarine warfare is a critical role for destroyers, especially given the increasing sophistication of modern submarines. The ship's ability to detect and track these threats is a key part of its overall effectiveness. Electronic warfare is another major component of the ship's capabilities. Modern conflicts often involve attempts to disrupt communications, radar, and navigation systems, and this destroyer is designed to both defend against and conduct such operations. Its electronic warfare suite can detect enemy emissions, analyze them, and respond with countermeasures such as jamming or deception. This adds an extra layer of protection and can also create opportunities to exploit enemy weaknesses. When it comes to weapons, this destroyer is heavily armed and extremely versatile. The centerpiece of its offensive and defensive capabilities is the Vertical Launch System, or VLS. These are essentially cells built into the deck that can launch a wide variety of missiles. Depending on the mission, the ship can be loaded with surface-to-air missiles for air defense, cruise missiles for striking land targets, or anti-submarine rockets. This flexibility allows the ship to adapt to different roles without needing major modifications. For air defense, the ship can carry advanced missiles capable of intercepting not just aircraft, but also incoming ballistic and cruise missiles. This makes it a key component of missile defense systems, protecting not only itself but also other ships in a fleet. For offensive operations, cruise missiles provide the ability to strike targets hundreds or even thousands of kilometers away with high precision. This gives the ship a significant reach, allowing it to influence events far beyond the horizon. The main gun, typically a 5-inch naval cannon, remains an important part of the ship's arsenal. While it may seem less advanced compared to missiles, it is highly effective for certain roles, such as engaging smaller vessels or providing fire support for ground forces. It's also much cheaper to operate than missile systems, making it a practical option for lower-intensity conflicts. One of the most exciting aspects of this destroyer is the integration of directed energy weapons, particularly laser systems. These weapons use concentrated beams of energy to disable or destroy targets, offering several advantages over traditional weapons. They have an effectively unlimited magazine as long as the ship has power, and the cost per shot is extremely low compared to missiles. Lasers are especially useful against drones, small boats, and incoming missiles, providing a rapid and precise response to threats. The ship also includes close-in weapon systems, which act as the last line of defense against incoming threats. These systems can automatically detect and engage targets at very short ranges, providing a critical layer of protection in high-threat environments. Aviation capabilities are another important feature. The destroyer is equipped with a flight deck and hangar to support helicopters such as the MH-60R Seahawk. These helicopters extend the ship's operational reach, allowing it to conduct reconnaissance, anti-submarine warfare, and search and rescue missions far beyond its own sensors. In addition to manned aircraft, the ship is also designed to operate unmanned aerial vehicles, which can provide persistent surveillance and operate in high-risk areas without putting human lives in danger. Another defining characteristic of this destroyer is its role in network-centric warfare. It is not meant to operate in isolation but as part of a larger, interconnected force. Through advanced communication systems, the ship can share data with other vessels, aircraft, and command centers in real time. This creates a unified picture of the battlefield, allowing for coordinated operations and faster decision-making. For example, one ship's radar can guide another ship's missile, significantly increasing overall effectiveness. Automation and advanced control systems also play a big role in the ship's design. By automating many routine tasks, the Navy can reduce the size of the crew required to operate the ship. This not only lowers costs but also frees up personnel to focus on more complex and critical tasks.